get older, no matter how hungry you are, don't have these 4 foods for breakfast. Have you ever stopped to think that your usual breakfast could be quietly harming your health after the age of 60? Take Sarah, for example. She never imagined that her simple morning routine of a bagel and coffee would land her in the emergency room. I honestly thought I was having a heart attack, she told Dr. Williams, gripping her chest in fear. Like many older adults, Sarah didn't realize that some common breakfast foods can become risky as we get older. In this video, we're going to uncover 3 everyday breakfast items that might seem harmless, but could be raising your blood pressure, putting strain on your kidneys, and increasing your chances of developing chronic conditions if you're not careful. What you learn in the next few minutes could completely reshape the way you approach your morning routine and help you protect your health and vitality in your golden years. Before we dive in, drop a comment below and tell us which city you're tuning in from. And if you care about aging well, don't forget to tap the like button and subscribe to Golden Wise Elders so you never miss out on life-saving advice for you and your loved ones. Number 1. Bottled smoothies and commercial fruit juices. There's something incredibly comforting about starting the day with a cold, fruity drink. It feels refreshing, light, and almost virtuous, especially when it comes in a bottle labeled all natural or 100% fruit. For many older adults, this has become a daily habit. A quick grab from the fridge, a couple of sips on the way to the porch or kitchen table, and breakfast feels complete. But here's a truth that surprises a lot of people after 60. That innocent-looking smoothie or carton of orange juice might be doing your health more harm than good. Let me tell you about Doris, a 69-year-old retired nurse from Ohio. Every morning, she'd reach for a bottled green smoothie from the health aisle at her local grocery store. The label boasted of superfoods, antioxidants, and energizing ingredients. It sounded perfect. Yet despite these efforts, Doris kept feeling unusually tired before noon. Sometimes she'd feel shaky, lightheaded, or suddenly hungry again, even though she hadn't done anything physically demanding. Her doctor, curious about these symptoms, asked about her diet and took a closer look at her healthy smoothie. That drink, it turned out, had 34 grams of sugar, about the same as a can of soda. This isn't unusual. According to Harvard Health Publishing, most commercial smoothies and fruit juices are stripped of their natural fiber during processing. What you're left with is a concentrated dose of fruit sugar, often amplified with added sweeteners or fruit juice concentrate. Dr. Emily Carson, a geriatric nutrition specialist based in North Carolina, explains that these drinks are absorbed extremely quickly in the body, especially when there's no fiber or protein to slow them down. The spike in blood sugar can be dramatic, she says, and for older adults whose insulin sensitivity is already reduced, it's a dangerous roller coaster to ride. What happens next is what many seniors don't realize, that rapid sugar surge triggers the pancreas to produce insulin, trying to bring things back into balance. But for someone over 60, the pancreas may not work as efficiently as it used to. This often leads to a steep drop in blood sugar, a crash that leaves you exhausted, foggy-headed, or reaching for more food just to stabilize yourself. Over time, this cycle contributes to weight gain, insulin resistance, and even an increased risk of type 2 diabetes. And if you're someone who takes medication in the morning, especially for heart health or blood pressure, the impact is even greater. High sugar levels can interfere with how your body processes those medications, weakening their effectiveness when you need them most. But perhaps the most deceptive part of it all is the feeling of making a healthy choice. You believe you're doing the right thing, and that belief can prevent you from noticing the warning signs. So how can we do better without giving up that feeling of starting the day clean and light? It begins with taking back control of what goes into your glass. Instead of relying on packaged drinks, try making your own smoothie at home. Use a base of unsweetened almond milk or plain water. Add a small handful of leafy greens like spinach, half a banana for natural sweetness, a few berries, and a spoonful of chia seeds or ground flax. You can even mix in some Greek yogurt for protein and a touch of cinnamon for flavor. Not only will this taste fresh and real, but it will also give your body a more balanced blend of fiber, nutrients, and slow-burning energy. You'll stay full longer, feel clearer, and avoid that exhausting sugar crash. And if blending in the morning feels like too much effort, don't underestimate the power of eating fruit whole. A fresh apple or a handful of blueberries offer sweetness with all the fiber nature intended. Your body will thank you with better digestion, more stable energy, and healthier blood sugar levels throughout the day. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What's your go-to morning drink? Do you check the label before you pour, or have you been surprised by how much sugar it contains? Let me know in the comments, because your experience could help someone else make a smarter choice tomorrow morning. And if you found this insight helpful, take a moment to like this video and share it with a loved one who might be reaching for the same kind of bottle in their fridge. You never know how far a simple tip can go. Don't forget to subscribe to Golden Wise Elders for more life-changing health advice designed just for you. Because every small change we make today builds a stronger, healthier tomorrow. Number 2. Foods high in refined sugar. Let's talk about something that might look innocent, even comforting, but could be quietly wearing down your health every single morning. A soft sweet roll with coffee, a fruit-flavored yogurt, a quick granola bar, or even a bowl of Raisin Bran. These breakfast staples are often seen as gentle, harmless ways to start the day, especially for those of us trying to eat lighter in our later years. But what if I told you that many of these so-called light choices are really just sugar in disguise? Take Harold, a 71-year-old retired librarian from Oregon. He was proud of his new morning routine. He'd given up bacon and eggs for a bowl of cereal labeled heart healthy and a glass of apple juice. It felt clean, modern, responsible, but he couldn't understand why he kept feeling groggy after breakfast, or why he often snapped at his wife for no reason by mid-morning. His doctor suggested testing his blood sugar levels. The results? A roller coaster. Huge spikes after breakfast, followed by crashes that left him irritable, flushed, and foggy. His healthy choices were actually loaded with refined sugar. Hidden in the cereal, the juice, even the yogurt he added on top. According to the American Diabetes Association, insulin resistance increases significantly after age 60. That means your body can no longer regulate sugar as effectively. So when you eat high sugar first meal of the day, your system struggles to keep up. You feel it in ways that might not immediately make sense. Sudden mood swings, dips in energy, forgetfulness, or even joint pain. Dr. David Sinclair, a renowned researcher in aging at Harvard, has stated that refined sugar doesn't just spike glucose, it actually accelerates cellular aging. You're not just feeding your sweet tooth, he warned. You're speeding up the aging process from the inside out. The danger lies in how cleverly these sugars are packaged. Food companies know how to market. Labels use words like natural, low fat, energy boosting, and yet when you look at the fine print, you'll find added sugars under names like corn syrup, fructose, maltodextrin, or cane juice. A small fruit-flavored yogurt can have more sugar than a slice of cake. Your body doesn't care what it's called. Once it enters your bloodstream, it behaves the same. Now, why does this matter so much for those of us in our golden years? Because these sugar spikes lead to more than just tired mornings. Over time, they wear down your body's systems. The immune system weakens. Inflammation increases, which can make arthritis and chronic pain worse. Cognitive function can decline. And if left unchecked, these patterns often lead to prediabetes, type 2 diabetes, or serious cardiovascular complications. But here's the good news. You can still enjoy a delicious morning meal without all the sugar traps. Try switching out sugary yogurts for plain Greek yogurt. Add your own sweetness with a few fresh berries or a sprinkle of cinnamon. Instead of sugary cereals, go for steel-cut oats topped with banana slices or crushed walnuts. Add a drop of vanilla extract if you want something fragrant and familiar. These ingredients offer natural sweetness, fiber, healthy fats, and slow-burning energy that keeps your blood sugar stable and your mind sharp. It might take a week or two for your taste buds to adjust, especially if you've been used to that sugar rush. But once they do, you'll be amazed at how flavorful natural food can be. People like Harold have reported clearer thinking, steadier moods, and fewer afternoon crashes just from cutting back on refined sugar at breakfast. So now I want to ask you, have you ever eaten something you thought was healthy, only to later discover it was packed with sugar? Maybe it was a breakfast bar or a yogurt cup you grabbed for convenience. If that sounds like you, drop a comment below and tell us what it was. Your story might help someone else avoid the same mistake. Number 3. High-fat breakfast foods. There's something warm and nostalgic about a classic American breakfast. Sizzling bacon, fried eggs, and butter, a golden croissant with jam on the side. For many older adults, it brings back memories of Sunday mornings, family brunches, and comforting routines. But the question is, as we get older, can our hearts and our digestion still handle this heavy start to the day? That's the dilemma 73-year-old Martin from Dallas, Texas faced. A former firefighter with a big appetite and a soft spot for buttery croissants, he started every day with 2 fried eggs, 3 strips of bacon, and a thick slice of white toast slathered in butter. I thought I was fueling up for the day, he said, but I'd feel sluggish by mid-morning, and sometimes I'd even nod off in front of the TV. His blood pressure was climbing, and his doctor noticed something else. His cholesterol had hit dangerous levels. The issue, according to the Cleveland Clinic, lies in saturated fats. the kind commonly found in breakfast meats like bacon and sausage, as well as pastries made with butter or margarine. As we age, our arteries naturally become less flexible. They're more prone to narrowing, and when LDL, or bad cholesterol, rises, it can lead to plaque buildup. That's when things get serious. Clogged arteries increase the risk of heart attacks and strokes, especially for people over 60. Dr. John Harper, a respected geriatric specialist based in Chicago, explains it plainly. A high-fat breakfast forces your digestive system to work overtime. For older adults, that can lead to sluggishness, bloating, and fatigue that lasts all day. It's not just about calories, it's about how your body handles the load. And it's not just about what's happening in your arteries. Many seniors don't realize that fatty meals in the morning can interfere with how medications are absorbed, especially those for blood pressure and cholesterol. The body needs energy to digest fats, and when it's focused on that, it might not fully process the pills you took earlier. That means your medications might not work as intended, even if you're taking them exactly as prescribed. The long-term effects can sneak up quietly. Over time, chronic consumption of saturated fats contributes to systemic inflammation, which not only affects your heart, but can also make joint pain worse, slow digestion, and reduce cognitive sharpness. If you've ever felt unusually tired, mentally foggy, or achy after a big breakfast, your body might be trying to tell you something. So what can you do to honor those comforting traditions without sacrificing your health? It starts with smart swaps that still feel satisfying. Try replacing fried eggs with boiled or poached ones. Instead of buttered toast, spread a few slices of ripe avocado on a piece of whole grain bread. Rich in fiber, heart-healthy fats, and flavor. Skip the bacon and opt for a handful of walnuts or almonds, which support brain function and circulation. If you love the richness of breakfast, you don't have to give it up. You just have to give it new meaning. Martin made these changes gradually. At first I missed the bacon, he laughed, but now I feel lighter in the mornings. I stay awake through my crossword puzzle, and my doctor says my numbers are better than they've been in years. Change doesn't have to mean losing joy. It just means choosing better fuel for the life you still want to live. So let me ask you, do you still eat bacon or buttery pastries in the morning? No shame, just honesty. Drop a quick comment below with a simple yes or no, and let's see how many of us are rethinking breakfast together. And if you've been finding this video helpful so far, please take a moment to click that like button. It lets us know you're here and encourages us to keep bringing you trustworthy advice. Share this video with someone you care about, and don't forget to subscribe to Golden Wise Elders. Because growing older doesn't mean giving up the foods you love. It just means learning how to love them in a new, healthier way. Number 4, processed breakfast foods. In today's fast-paced world, convenience often feels like a blessing. A quick breakfast you can pull from the pantry or microwave in seconds. It sounds perfect, doesn't it? Especially when your energy isn't quite what it used to be, and mornings feel stiffer, slower, or more unpredictable than they did 20 years ago. But here's the hard truth. After 60, convenience can quietly become the most dangerous part of your day. Let me introduce you to Gladys, a 68-year-old widow living in upstate New York. She's independent, sharp-witted, and not a fan of cooking for one. Each morning, she'd reach for a packet of flavored instant oatmeal, heat it in the microwave, and pair it with a store-bought muffin or pre-cooked sausage link. It was fast, easy, and warm. What more could you ask for? But within weeks, she started experiencing persistent bloating, aching joints, and occasional heart palpitations. Her doctor eventually traced the issue back to a surprising source: her morning meal. According to Harvard Medical School, many processed breakfast items, things like boxed cereals, microwavable oats, frozen waffles, and packaged pastries, are packed with sodium, hidden sugars, chemical preservatives, and artificial flavors. These ingredients may not have bothered you in your 30s or 40s, but the aging body responds differently. After 60, your liver and kidneys don't filter toxins as efficiently. What used to be just extra salt or a little flavoring can now become a daily burden on organs that are already working overtime. Dr. Linda Chen, a leading geriatric physician in California, warns that processed foods can quietly raise blood pressure, increase the risk of kidney strain, and disrupt how medications are absorbed. It's not just about calories, she says. It's about how your body processes complex chemicals when your systems aren't running at full capacity. Most seniors don't realize their food is interfering with their medicine. And it doesn't stop there. Many of these additives, especially phosphates and synthetic emulsifiers, are known to worsen inflammation, which can aggravate joint conditions like arthritis and digestive disorders such as acid reflux or IBS. So if you've been waking up with stomach discomfort, unexplained fatigue, or sharper joint pain, your breakfast might be the hidden culprit. The sad irony is that the foods marketed as senior-friendly or easy on the stomach are often the worst offenders. Instant oatmeal, often loaded with flavored sugars and salt. Breakfast bars, packed with syrups, preservatives, and hydrogenated oils. Even turkey sausage can contain chemical fillers and binders your body struggles to break down. But here's the hope. The solution doesn't require a culinary degree or hours in the kitchen. It just takes a shift in planning. Start by prepping your breakfast a day or two ahead. Make a pot of plain rolled oats, store it in the fridge, and simply reheat a portion each morning with a splash of milk and sliced banana. Keep a batch of hard-boiled eggs ready to go. They're protein-packed, easy to digest, and gentle on your system. Slice up apples or oranges in advance and store them in containers for easy grab-and-go nutrition. Even a piece of whole grain toast with natural peanut butter can be a better choice than a store-bought muffin. As for Gladys, her transformation was subtle but powerful. "I didn't think I had the time or energy to change," she told us. "But once I started eating real food again, even in small portions, I noticed I wasn't as tired. My stomach felt better, and my doctor finally stopped adjusting my blood pressure meds. So now I turn the question to you. What processed breakfast food do you find hardest to let go of? Is it the convenience of the oatmeal packet? The sweetness of a toaster pastry? Be honest, we've all been there. Share your answer in the comments below. Your small story might inspire someone else to take a big step toward better health. And if this part of the video spoke to you, please give it a like. It helps others find this content and tells us you want more real, useful advice just like this. And so, we've come full circle. We've talked about those quiet little choices we often make each morning, thinking they're harmless, maybe even healthy. But now we know better. We learned that bottled smoothies and store-bought juices may look fresh, but they flood our bodies with sugar and leave us tired and craving more. We saw how refined sugar, hidden in cereal, yogurt, and breakfast bars, can wreak havoc on our energy, our memory, and even our mood. We looked closely at fatty breakfast favorites like bacon and croissants, and how they burden the heart and block the power of our medications. And we uncovered the truth about processed breakfast foods, how they slowly wear down our kidneys, our digestion, and the rhythm of our bodies. But here's the most important part. None of these lessons were about fear. They're about freedom. Because once you understand what your body needs, after 60, after 70, even after 80, you can start giving it exactly that. You don't have to give up the joy of eating. You just have to rediscover the kind of food that makes you feel alive, light, steady, and strong. It's not about perfection. It's about awareness. It's about caring for yourself the way you've cared for others all your life. So here's my gentle suggestion from one wise soul to another. Tomorrow morning, take an extra moment. Breathe. Choose something that loves you back. A simple bowl of oats, a few slices of fresh fruit, a boiled egg, or a warm piece of whole grain toast. These are not small choices. They are investments in your energy, your clarity, and your joy. If this video made you pause, reflect, or feel a little more empowered, I hope you'll let us know. Tap the like button so we know you're here. Leave a comment. What small change will you try this week? And if you found something valuable today, please share this video with someone you care about. You might just help them live longer, feel better, and wake up brighter. And of course, subscribe to Golden Wise Elders and turn on the bell so you never miss a chance to grow stronger, wiser, and healthier. One simple step at a time. Because here we don't just age, we evolve together.